Hello, back to Hollow Knight. Hope you enjoyed last video. Me and my brother. He had to step in because I didn't have time. In fact, I think some of you enjoyed it a little bit too much, I'd say. I do not get nearly as many positive comments on my own videos, thank you. I'm sure that's a coincidence. And it was just a humorous scenario that my brother was playing. Perhaps the gameplay was really good. I only watched half of it, to be honest, because I was at school. I didn't have time to watch the other half, you know. But I'm gonna be watching it afterwards. I'm just a bit confused at why, what the fuck? How did I not take damage there? Anyway. I'm just confused about the gap in popularity here. So anyway, yeah. Apart from that, good time. By the way, this here shriek, if you hold up and the cast button, which is of course the right bumper or F on the keyboard, that's how you do a shriek, which is the most damaging move that Hollow Knight has to offer. Well, Knight. That is of course unless you use, I think, Lukewarm and a bunch of other spell damage increasing stuff. But for the most part, you want to be spamming shriek because it's the best one. Anyway, the point is, I'm back. I'm gonna be playing. I have a good time. I'm not sure how far I'll get. I've been a bit exhausted today. Oh shit. And by a bit, I mean a lot. I'm very exhausted. Kind of just a bad day. Woke up really tired for some reason. Went to school really tired. At school, nothing was happening. It was like the most boring class because the teacher we kind of just done now. He gave grades today, and it really didn't have time to like make an influence of his decision. So we worked on the final day for a project we'd been working on in Informatik, pseudo programming as I call it. And it was just uninteresting because we already done it. I thought it was due for today, but apparently we got time to continue on it. So we were just kind of done, didn't have anything to do. The assignment doesn't even matter either, so I didn't care to go back and look through mistakes or anything, even in the 4 hours we had to do so. Because this is such an irrelevant assignment. Tomorrow we start on the real assignment that's actually like matters for if we happen to get an exam in that class, then that assignment will matter. Otherwise it also won't matter. We don't know which lessons we have yet, no exams we'll get, or which classes. So I guess we just kind of have to do our best in this, even though we don't know if we're actually going to be using it. Which is annoying, but I guess it's understandable. They don't want us to just stop paying attention for the stuff we are working on. Which is weird, because we absolutely do that. Of course we do, because why would we pay attention to something that's not relevant anymore? Example is Media Fae. I did like a movie theater class. Really horrible class. The teacher was not fun. The classes were not fun. There's so much homework for very little reason. We did not get any like creative freedom to make anything fun, and the times we did, we got no resources and no time. It was just a pain. Horrible class. And we finished our exam project, like the one that's going to be relevant, and if we get that class to our exam, like if we get an exam in that class, we're going to have to defend that assignment thing. And that's a pretty good movie, I think. We did well there. I'm pretty proud of it, at least for like a school project, you know. But yeah, no, we finished that, and today we've been graded by LHUs. That's like the last day for theaters to graders. But we still have more this Media Fae movie theater stuff on our schedule. We had one yesterday, which was weird because we already finished the exam assignment. So what knowledge would we? Where do we apply the knowledge we get from that class? We've already finished the last assignment. That's gonna be mattering. That's what matters for our grade. Fortunately, the teachers really asked, so I couldn't just skip the class, because she would definitely give you a lower grade just because she doesn't like you. She has done that before. We noticed. We had her as a teacher once. We, thank God, got out of it because we ended that class, the English class, only a 2-year program. I did not mean just cycling flat into the void there. But now, you know, in 3rd year we don't have English anymore, and we got rid of that teacher. Unfortunately, we got to choose a different class we found interesting. I thought movie theater would be really fun. I thought it would be great. There's a bunch of like a creative outlet with some movies with some friends. Me and like half the class chose that class because it would be fun. Then we realized, oh shit, this is the teacher we're gonna be having. Damn, that sucks, but maybe in a more interesting class, it'll be fine. No, it was not. She was the bane of my existence for so long, and she couldn't continue to be. Anyway, point is, even after that exam was done, we still have classes with like class, which is weird. And we've also been graded, but we still have 2 more classes left. Like, pretty much like 4 hours worth of that class for no good reason. We've already finished it, and I'm not really sure what to do there. I'm secretly just planning on not going, but like, why would I? And it's not like I'm like not there for most classes. I'm usually always there. I have a pretty clean fraværsting, like arrival rate, whatever it's called in English. Because I just kind of show up to every class unless I'm sick or stuff. But apparently that's not really optimal, because a lot of classes are irrelevant after a certain part of time. So yeah, I can just tank some of that fravær if I want, which I'm thinking about doing. Yeah. Other than that, we have other classes as well, like informatique, which of course we might be relevant, because we actually have a lot of hours in that class for some reason. And that's of course to make that final exam, the exam assignment that we're going to be defending at the exam. But it's not sure if we get that exam or not, so we're going to have to wait and see. Ironically, we have like, I think it's like 8 hours before we get told which exam we have, and then after that we have 8 more hours of informatique time where we can like prepare for the exam. But if we don't get the exam in that class, there's no reason to work on it. And our teachers too is said like, yeah, if you get that, just go home. I don't care to teacher. He's a really nonchalant teacher. He's trying to quit the job too, which is kind of funny. And he does not want to be a teacher anymore, and because he feels like he overworked for too little pay or something. Blah 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 blah. Man, I died to a soul warrior. Huh. Maybe I understand why my brother's video were better. I would not watch this. By the way, fun fact, there's soldiers down here if you want to practice stuff. Hey Simon, der er bare sådan en soul lige hernede, hvor man kan øve sig i ting. Det er sådan lige under.
Det er langt væk.
Du gik hen ved siden af hullet på et tidspunkt og kiggede på det sådan, man, you're so out of shape. Oh well.